What's up folks, welcome to Wasted Space, and I figured it was time for another channel update. It's been far too long since I did any of this sort of thing, and especially at the moment as I'm trying to kind of work out where the channel's going. As I'm sure you guys have noticed, there's sort of a weird collection of different content going on at the moment, lots of stream stuff, and I'm sort of doing more streaming stuff in general, but also trying to expand out in other areas with some of these new series. Admittedly some have streamed, but trying to sort of not fill the gap that Group Survival left, because I want to say here and now, Group Survival hasn't gone anywhere. It is on hold for now because Morph has moved to Taiwan. Obviously, that is a massive deal. It's been interrupting his life for a while, as you would imagine, changing country to literally the other side of the world. That makes a big difference. And so we've got to figure out what we're doing with it and how to get those schedules together. I know you guys will be tired of hearing this by this point, but that's the best I can say. It is, we all have real lives. I mean, especially Morph, who's obviously trying to make himself a career at the moment. He can't let this sort of stuff get in the way. It's fair enough. So we're doing what we can. We want to get back to that. There's no way I want to leave like our sci-fi series, the one that we got to write, and he's our baby, just like that. No way we can just leave the story dead in the water. So I promise you that's not going anywhere. But in the interim, and kind of as a sort of hopefully a way of moving the channel forward a bit and kind of getting more towards the idea that I can't just do Space Engineers content forever. But if I can make the Space Engineers content more interesting to people that don't care about Space Engineers, maybe that's got some legs. And at the same time, getting back to that idea that I don't just do Space Engineers. So more sort of early access report stuff, more game sort of, not reviews, because I never liked doing reviews, I don't think that's my thing, but previews is probably a better word. Game information, Star Citizen 3.0 is coming up, for example. Really looking forward to getting involved with that. Finally a chance to get our teeth into Star Citizen properly in theory. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I've got a performance benchmark plan for that. First one I'm going to be doing that isn't in Space Engineers. So that should be interesting. Bit of a challenge. How do you get consistent results in something like Star Citizen, where it's multiplayer and always on servers? Bit of an interesting question, but I've got some ideas, so hopefully that's going to be interesting. But in general, I'm trying to push the channel more towards being able to tell you guys about more of the stuff I really enjoy. So, I mean, airsofting is part of it. I'm sure you've noticed airsoft has sort of popped back up on the channel briefly. That's not going to be a one-off thing, but again, I'm trying to do it from an angle that is going to make things interesting for pretty much anybody. Hopefully, if it all works to plan, that's how it should go. In theory, all best laid plans and all of that sort of stuff, we shall see. But the overall sort of theory here, the overall goal is to try and bring more of the stuff I enjoy, like airsoft, like RC, like PC tech. You know, I'm a massive PC nerd, have been for most of my life. And there's very little of that on the channel. So I'm trying to sort of expand things in a way that I don't want to disrupt what current content we have. I really enjoy playing RimWorld, I really enjoy playing Stalker, although I would argue Stalker's a bit more of a new thing for the channel. And I really enjoy Space Engineers, and I really enjoy making something a bit different as far as Space Engineers videos are concerned. So I don't want to get rid of any of that. In fact, if anything, I want to do more of it. I've been kind of slack of late, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, and I apologise for our helicopter friend. But the overall plan has got to be to try and also encompass more of the things I enjoy, because the channel has to grow somewhere. In my opinion, at least, I'll go nuts if I'm not thinking, well, what can I do that's new? What can I do that's going to be different? What can I do to try and improve what I'm currently doing and what I've currently got on my channel? So I guess that's kind of the plan of today, was sort of to say, hey, that's kind of where we're going at the moment. I don't want to sort of leave you guys high and dry. It was to give you guys an update on Group Survival, obviously, because there's a lot of people complaining about that. I noticed a lot of dislikes on the videos recently, and I hope that that's just guys going, and this one's not Group Survival, and this one's not Group Survival. Because otherwise, I don't think the content's been bad. I think some of the stuff I've been doing is quite fun. The Top Engineers, I think, has got loads of legs to it. Maybe even the Engineers War thing from today, or from yesterday by the time you guys are seeing this, should have a load of legs, I reckon. So let me know what you think. Hit me up down below. Have you guys got any ideas for how I can present this stuff in a way that you'd find interesting, even if you don't care about the subject matter? You know, how can I tell you about RC racing that's going to be interesting if you're not an RC racer? Same with PC tech, same with airsofting, or if you've got any other ideas for games I should cover, all that usual stuff. Hit me up down below. I'm well up for it at the moment because I really want to start pushing the channel a bit harder. I've been, as I mentioned, kind of slack, but also making sure that you guys have got kind of the content I feel you deserve, because obviously you guys support me massively, not just by watching my videos and supporting the channel like that, but also I've got to give a big shout out to the guys on Patreon that definitely mean that I can do this in a way I wouldn't be able to otherwise, and also those guys on Twitch and on the YouTube streams and so on that are donating, and really just meaning that, as I said, this is working and I'm not having to think too hard about how the hell I'm going to actually get bread on the table. Not to put it too dramatically, but that's where it ends up being if it all starts to fall apart. So thank you massively for that support, guys. I hope this is sort of vaguely interesting from an upcoming content perspective. I don't want to scare people off. You know, the plan is definitely to make sure that as an audience, you're still getting the sort of content you'd expect on the channel. But I do want to keep pushing and trying to come with something new, something exciting, something that's going to make you think, oh, that's something a bit different. I want to click on that one. So let me know. Hit me up down below. And as usual, thank you for your support. Thanks a lot for watching. You could like this video. I don't think that's that important for a channel update somehow. This is more about you guys. So cheers. Catch you for the next one.